Hello YouTube, I'm Coding Vampire. So we're going to start the next chapter, Flow of Control. So let me give you a quick introduction of this chapter. In this chapter we are going to learn how can we change the direction of execution. So we'll discuss few constructs which will help us to change the direction of execution. So let us start. I've been using the term statement in my previous tutorial. So statements are the instruction given to a computer to perform any kind of action, and statements are terminated with semicolon. For example, cout within double quotes, hello world. So cout, that particular cout hello world is a statement and it is followed by a semicolon. So the cout statement will help us to print something on the output screen. Empty or null statement is just a semicolon. It is used where the syntax of the language requires statement but not logic. So just a semicolon. When we write just a semicolon in a program, it is an empty, also called a null statement. So I'll explain this definition with the help of program later in this chapter. Compound statement, also called block. More than one statement enclosed in a pair of curly braces is called block, and it is considered to be a single unit. So in my previous tutorial, I've been writing void main, then I'm opening a curly brace, and after the program is completed, I'm closing the curly brace, so that the everything within a curly brace is called a block, and it has n number of statements. That is, you can have as many statements as you want. Statement flow control. In a program, statement may be executed sequentially, selectively, iteratively. Sequence. The statements are executed sequentially. So I've already discussed the sequential construct of C++ code in a separate video. The link of the video is given in the description down below. Selection construct, also called decision construct or conditional construct. Depending upon the condition test, the statements are executed. Iteration, also called looping construct. Depending upon the condition test, a set of statements are executed repeatedly. Selection statement. So the first selection statement that we're going to learn is the if-else statement. So here is the syntax of if-else statement. If within parentheses you would write the test condition, then open the curly braces for the if. Now this is the body of if, and you can write n number of statement in it. Then after the if you will write else if, and within parentheses you will write the test condition, and you will open the curly brace for the else if, and again you can write as many statement as you want, and the last statement is else. And it is not necessary when you write else you don't write the test condition, because this means that when all the if and else if statements are false, the last one has to be true. So similarly you can write n number of statements in the else. So we'll understand else if statement with the help of program. Example 1. Write a program to accept age of a person and tell whether he is eligible for voting. Minimum age for voting is 18 years. Let us write the program. Okay, so I'll write a single line comment. If else statement. So in order to use if else statement, we do not require any special header file. I'll include the two header files, iostream and conio. Then I'll write void main, and you do not write void main, you do not put a semicolon after void main. Then open the main program. I'll write clear screen. Then I'll declare a variable called int age, and the data type is integer because age cannot be in decimal. Now cout less than enter the age /n followed by a semicolon. Now cin greater than age. So here a memory location called age is created. Name of this location is age and it is of the data type integer. Now I'll write the if statement. If parenthesis age is greater than or equal to 18, then open the curly brace for the if cout eligible for voting, followed by slash and then semicolon. Now close the curly brace for the if. Then I'll write else if age less than 18, open the body of else if cout not eligible for voting slash n followed by a semicolon. Now close the body of the else. Then I'll close the main program. Now compile it. Okay, enter the age, for example 23, eligible for voting. So what is happening in this age program? For example, I entered age as 23. So after receiving the age from the user, the compiler will come here in the if statement. If age is greater than or equal to 18, so 23 is greater than 18, so it will come inside the body of the if, and it will display cout eligible for voting, and it will discard this else if statement since only one selective statement can be executed, and then the next statement is get ch and the program is closed here. So what would happen if I enter the age like 12, not eligible for voting? So after taking the age 12, since 12 is not greater than or equal to 18, it will discard this if statement and then it will go to the next else if. Since 12 is less than 18, it will come inside the body of the else if and display not eligible for voting. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will see you guys in the next tutorial.